I need to hide these.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another in our continuing education series with essential oils. I'm joined by my dear friend Kim Raymer, and today we are going to be talking about self-care in your own spa day, if that's what floats your boat. But before I do, I want to introduce Kim. And she and I met. We're both wellness advocates with doTERRA, and she lives in Park City, Utah, which is a beautiful ski resort area. And she and her husband, Bud, make use of the slopes out there and all the beautiful nature that is with their grown sons, Max and Chris. And Kim has been, she's an avid outdoors woman and hiker, biker, gardener, just really loves being in the outdoors, yoga. And she also had a very integral position with the USASA, helping kids who were little skiers and snowboarders really good hone their skills and really create a team environment to nurture their growth in every way. So I think that's so cool. I and my brother used to enjoy downhill skiing, he more than I, but I did enjoy downhill skiing a great deal. And I know that you can feel isolated. And so I think it's cool that they're creating a very good team environment for those kids. So that's awesome. I'm gonna have to get out there sometime, Kim.
You are. Well, thank you, Jennifer. Our friendship has been such a special place for me. And that's what we find when we're associated with groups with like-minded individuals. So we have enjoyed not only our professional relationship, but the friendship that's come about from that. We met, I think, at convention one year with doTERRA, and we have only seen each other maybe 4 times in person, but we feel very close, and I have enjoyed doing this series with all of you. Jennifer lives with her husband Martine and their daughter Gabriella in the western suburbs of Chicago, Naperville, which I just sent something to Jennifer. So I was like, now I know the name of the town. And even though that's a different climate, there's so much that is right there that sometimes I think of in being in the Chicago area and having been born in the Tri-Cities. I love that you're near that big lake and that you have a lot of farmland near you that's within a couple hours, right? But Jennifer has something I don't have as much here in Utah. She's close to her parents, and so they're just a drive away, and that's been so nice during this COVID time. She is blessed with that opportunity to stay in touch with them, and also in being able to go to Florida from time to time to see her brother Doug. So, two things that Jennifer thrives on is family, and then also raising her daughter. And her husband Martin is a chef, so they have something that I find very special. So it's good to be here with all of you today.
Aw, thanks, Kim. Great intro. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. I just made a little presentation for you guys, but we really just wanted to talk about self-care and the importance of, here we go, hold on, of it. So, so here's some of the doTERRA products that we do use and enjoy. They have a whole spa line. And I think they're adding to, this isn't even everything that I'm going to talk about, but a lot of it is here, and they're beautiful products. They work really well. I've tried all different kinds of brands, but these are very nice products, both for yourself and to give. So what exactly is self-care? And I looked this up, so I have a little definition for you. It's any activity that we do deliberately to take care of our mental, physical, and emotional health, basically body, mind, spirit, right? So pay attention to physical cues, like you have a headache or you're feeling not yourself. Have you had enough water? Are you resting? Sometimes I have been running around doing chores, laundry, whatever. You get caught up with all the things, and then it's like, gee, I'm really tired. You know what? Sit down for 15, 20, 30 minutes. Just sit, grab a book, grab a magazine, take that time for yourself, because even a little bit of time will make a difference. I have been known, and I'm sure my brother would attest to this, that if I feel tired, I will go to bed early, especially in the winter when it's like dark by 5 o'clock and 6:37, you're like, okay, I'm ready for pajamas. Not much else going on. I've done all my stuff for the day. So I will go to bed early. I may not go to sleep, but I may just relax. I may get in my jammies and relax. And I'm okay with that. I have no guilt about it. And you guys remember, guilt is not a good vibe. It's a low vibe. So, just yoga, get outside. I've also done this during COVID. There have been times where I've gone down a mental rabbit hole and I feel myself just in not a good place. And I think, okay, that's it. I have to get outside. And I will like literally circle the block. If I have to dress for the weather, if it's chillier, I will, so also things like getting body work, massage. I mean, Kim mentioned I'm a massage therapist of 20 years. Yes, but I need to get it as well as give it. So sometimes, it's easy for me to say, oh, do this and stretch and blah, blah, blah. But you have to do it yourself too. You really do. Take a long shower or a bath and incorporate your favorite body products. Make yourself feel like a little mini spa ritual. Like the body scrub, the clay mask. This is well used in our house, the mud mask and the beautiful body mist. I love this stuff, you guys. It is so nice. It's a bit of an oil base, but the beautiful scent is one of my favorites. This sprays upside down and all around. I will say, spray it in your hand if you want to keep it like not on all of your bathroom surfaces, because it's a nice mist. So it mists and sometimes, gets all over. Also notice any emotional cues you're having, like meditating or praying, and you can use oils to help you further get into a centered space, like adaptive or lavender, balance, frankincense. It also can help, lower stress levels. So when you stop and you're mindful of like, wait, what do I need? What is my body telling me it needs? Stop and do that for your body, and really take a few minutes. Stop and spend time with a friend on the phone or in person. Like, I really love to connect with people every day. Sometimes it's a funny little message or gif or text, like, so I've thought of somebody, so I send them a picture and say, hey, good morning, have a great day, or whatever. Sometimes it's a little bit of an interaction, or plan a coffee if you can outside or with someone. And even just saying, okay, I only have 45 minutes, but I really wanted to connect with you, or whatever it is. So sometimes when you set up a parameter, you can still get your stuff done, and there's enough time in a day. Mental relief: turn off your phone for a while. Put it on airplane mode. If you have to focus on something, a task where you're going to write, or you need to sit down and do some correspondence or some computer work, whatever, put your phone on airplane or put it away, put it on vibrate, silent for like an hour or whatever time you feel. And then just allow your mind to focus just on what you're doing. Doing something creative too is a great way to almost get in almost a meditative state. I think people don't realize that almost a hypnotic state is when you're only focused on one thing. So if you're really into coloring or an art project or drawing or writing, and you're totally in that and they don't even hear anything else going on around you, that's actually what you call a semi-hypnotic state. So it's meditative. It's what our bodies need to really feel like we're getting a break. You can absolutely gratitude journal, just get your feelings out, whatever, but gratitude journal, or spend time with your pets or garden, anything that you're going to be doing that brings you joy, honestly. And it doesn't have to be like for a long time. So I wanted to share specifically some things that I do, and then Kim's going to share some of her things. So basically, in the morning, this is what I really have been trying to do lately, and I'm finding I am really enjoying this. So I have a beautiful diffuser in my front room that I bought myself. It's glass, it's pretty, and it has a light. So I start my day diffusing oils. I sometimes get up before anyone else, and I will have some nice peace and quiet. So that's part of it. My current favorite oils are Siberian fir, the Northern Escape, which is a lot of those evergreen and furs blended together. It was a special that doTERRA had. Holiday Joy and a Holiday Peace. And sometimes I mix them up. Sometimes I do them individually, or sometimes I'll mix a couple of them up. Actually, my friend Michelle Nooner mentioned Holiday Joy and Holiday Peace blended together. It's really nice. So Holiday Joy is more of the cinnamon spice, Christmas in a bottle, and Holiday Peace is more of the evergreens with a touch of that. So mixing them together sometimes is really nice too. But I also love the oils on their own. I have made myself some affirmations that I listen to every day. And it takes me about like 15 minutes to listen to all of them. But you could also listen to a morning meditation. And I have some websites and things for you guys after. I do try to do a brief journal, a gratitude journal. I start my morning with citrus water. So I will put lemon, lime, orange, green mandarin, any of those in some water. Sometimes I even add citrus juice to the water, but I'm very conscientious about flushing my system because our body's been detoxing all night long. So it's something that I feel like I'm doing to take care of my body, be proactive, and flush my system first. And then I put on a nice coffee, and I really enjoy the coffee. And even, the first little bit, I may not be able to sit there all morning, but at least that that little bit of a ritual, I feel like is totally my time. It's how I want to start my day. And it's so true. The first 30 minutes of your day is so important. It kind of sets the tone for your day. So if you're getting up and you're like checking emails and you're like responding to things, it can throw you in a whole different direction. And I have heard from multiple people that they really don't check their email right away. So I've tried to adopt that, and actually, you know what? It's okay. I just don't check it till after I do my bit of morning ritual. Now, whenever I shower, I do enjoy the doTERRA shower gel. I have a nice lavender one that I get that's from the Honest Company. I get that at Costco, and I've always loved lavender. And sometimes it's just nice to have something done. I could make my own, but I love the doTERRA Spa. It's more citrus based. I mindfully release anything negative I'm thinking about, or anything that's in my brain. If I've been stewing about something, or thinking something, or complaining, kind of like just not in a positive mood, I just let it go down with the water, release it. I mindfully let that go, and I just think, okay, and then do some more affirmations in the shower, and then I'm healthy and I'm happy, and it's, I'm gonna make this a great day. And that's literally what I say to myself in the shower. I love, like I said, the beautiful body mist when I get out, and Elevation has always been one of my very favorite blends from doTERRA. It's over there, so I'm not gonna get it, but I put it on every day, like my perfume behind my ears and on the décolleté. I put On Guard, I roll it on my back, Balance on my wrists. I love this hydrating cream for my face, and Yarrow Palm. These are two. I try to simplify my whole thing, so it might sound like a lot, but this is for hydration, and this helps your body. This Yarrow Palm helps create more. Kim, help me out.
Excuse me?
This helps your skin create more collagen. Sorry, I was like,
Yes.
collagen. And I reapply it once a day, whatever I'm eating. Sometimes it's Thinker to focus. And Motivate is a good one. Cheers, Happy. I love this body butter too, you guys, by the way. This body butter, even my husband loves this body butter. It's so nice. It's a very soft citrusy scent, citrus and fir. And it really, like, sometimes at night I'll put that on. But I will call or text a few friends, and I'm sure to laugh. I love to laugh, and really it's the best medicine. We know it scientifically, it releases endorphins. So it just makes you feel better. So I really try, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I do try to mindfully do these things every day, or see something funny, or have a joke. My brother makes me laugh all the time. So sometimes it's a quick conversation with him and I'm good. In the evening, I wash my face with the Virage cleanser, and I love it because it's one step. It gets all my makeup off. I feel like fresh. Sometimes I will apply the mud mask. Sometimes I'll even do that before a shower because you need a few minutes to let that sit in. And boy, it really is a nice detoxer. Then I follow with my hydrating cream and Yarrow Palm. And then when I get in my jammies or I'm getting closer to bed, when I'm ready to start to go to sleep, because I don't want to apply sleepy oils if I'm not quite ready to go to sleep, because your body will, especially if it's dark, like around here, your body's going to go that route. So if I'm not quite ready, I want to sit up and read, I'll wait to apply my sleepy oils or diffuse them. But lavender, some of my favorites are lavender, serenity, adaptive, and bergamot. Bergamot is a citrus, which normally citruses are very uplifting, but bergamot actually will help with a good night's sleep. And then I love the doTERRA lip balm. I have one in my nightstand and in my purse at all times because it's the only thing that I've ever found, and I've used some really good lip balms. I've only ever found this one to prevent chapped lips. So all winter, sometimes we can have issues with that and the dry heat in here up north. But that lip balm, I put it on every night and it stays on nice and it tastes delicious. There's 3 flavors. I think there's peppermint, tropical, and herbal, and I love them all. So then I wanted to share these. Kim's sent me these recipes that you can make yourself. And this is just from the doTERRA blog. So you can find them easily, or you could take a screenshot if you want, whatever. But these are super simple, and you can put in, for this body butter, put in whatever oils suit you. This recommends grapefruit and wild orange, but you know, you can put whatever you want. Kim, do you want to talk about this? Have you
Yeah,
done?
you can definitely change this up. This is a really fun activity. It's one I normally don't do by myself, but I'll invite someone over who I've either shared the oils with or they are getting excited about oils and they want to make something. And when I think about making something, I normally think about making banana bread. So this has been a world that I've had to kind of dip into, but it is fun. And as Jennifer said, one of the best things we can do every day is to have that conversation and laugh. Because if we're not laughing, we do not have the release of endorphins that are so important to us. And when you smile, you release this energy that gives us a positive bearing for our attitude, etc. So these activities, whether they turn out the way the picture shows or not, it doesn't matter. It's really the fun of doing it. Easy, easy. It really doesn't take that much time, and you can put it in a variety of containers. So yeah, play around with the oils that are your favorites for sure. Do you have another one? Yeah, the fizzy bath bombs. Okay, so these are so much fun. And I brought one that I had just made because you can put this combination into a mold and you can also shape it into a ball. But I found at a local craft store heart-shaped molds. And then besides the citric acid, baking soda, and cornstarch, I added in, and the fractionated coconut oil and the essential oils, I added in some lavender, the flowers, and the leaves from work I did at the community garden this summer that I had drying in my kitchen. So you can add in a few rose petals that are dried from a special occasion, etc. And it kind of gives a little bit of color. And there are some natural food colorings that you can use too in these, but they kind of fizz and they give you just a nice feeling of the ingredients that are within that, which baking soda is so wonderful, along with the fractionated coconut oil. But the essential oils then take us to that place of being able to be calm and be at peace.
Yeah, and the just so everybody knows, the baking soda is actually a little bit of a detoxer for your body. And then with mixing the oils with the coconut oil and the other things, the oils will not float on top of the water. It'll actually mix into your bath water better. So you get a better bath, I believe. And you know what? If you don't have a bathtub, like we just took out our bathtub, you can do this in smaller portions for like a little foot soak, or you can put it in, if you don't feel like molding, you can put it in a container like this one. and just give it in a little glass jar. I got this glass jar at the Dollar Tree for $1. And then I just added some little ribbons and things that I had at home. And it's easier. Like if you don't have time to deal with the mold, although that mold is so pretty, those silicone molds are so widely available now, right, Kim? And they're just so easy to use because they're so bendy.
There are a lot of molds, big silicone that you can get at the dollar store from time to time. You just kind of look around. There's always something special there.
Yeah, or something, sometimes I'll shop after season, off season, so if you're wanting to do something like even the following year for Christmas and you see that, the craft store has the trees on clearance, pick it up and, grab a silicone mold that you're drawn to, and you could do all kinds of things. You could even do smaller ones. You could do shower melts where you put peppermint or eucalyptus or the breathe blend in there. So you pop one in the shower and then it helps open everything up in the morning. So that's a nice thing. And these are also nice homemade gifts. You can create a nice little basket for someone who maybe, you're thinking of, or maybe you think, they need more self-care or they already love to do self-care. Maybe they would enjoy this. So it's always nice to give things. And, if you're crafty and you enjoy doing this, then that's awesome.
And I think too, the other version of this is really to call it a shower bomb if you know somebody takes showers only, but really inexpensive to make. And then I got these in a doTERRA spa kit of some kind, but even a pair of socks from TJ Maxx or from the dollar store. And just to wrap this with a bright colored ribbon and give it to someone. Just remember when you make these, make sure you use them yourself, because part of the gift of giving this is to experience what you just made too. And I think as we look at daily habits, when I wake up in the morning, I think most often about breathing. I've learned so much through doing some neuro training at night that some of us stop breathing or breathe very, very lightly. And in monitoring my breathing, that's the first thing I do, along with that water and the citrus oils to get my lymphatic system going, is really looking at using the diaphragm and breathing. You don't have to be in your yoga class yet to really get your body to recognize detoxing everything that's been going on at night and breathing it out. So remember to breathe. And that's important to me in the morning, along with diffusing, and the gratitude journal is huge. And I have been trying to do the water step before coffee, because we don't always think about what our body's been through at night. Sleep is the most generous thing that we can do for ourselves, and then how we wake up and how we treat ourselves in the morning.
Yep. And sometimes I'll even set an alarm if I want to make sure that I have that quiet time, if I've got some other things scheduled. It really does mean a lot. But at the same time, if I haven't had a good night's sleep or I've been up in the middle of the night, sometimes I'll move that alarm, because that sleep is really important, really good for your immune system. So there's one more slide here. So, like we were saying, self-care items are awesome gifts. And I love the socks, Kim, and I've done that. And even with the $5 or $6 Citrus Bliss hand lotion, that's really nice on the hands and feet too. And it's a sweet little gift you could give someone, and maybe, or even add in a lip balm too. Like, those are just such cozy, wonderful self-care items. So if you just go to doTERRA.com, you can I just typed in whipped body butter, and I looked on the blog. It'll show you first products, but if you look, there's a tab for the blog and then other. So doTERRA has all their blog and Living Magazine articles on there. There's tons of recipes. You can look on Pinterest, you can look on everywhere and find gobs and gobs of recipes. Their Living Magazine, they always have in their Living Magazines recipes for self-care, for sometimes food too, food items. So it's all great resources available online. And it's, again, stuff you don't have to, they're not saying like, here, buy this lotion. It's, make your own, or, do whatever you want. Romatools.com also has a lot of great fun books and molds and DIY stuff. But I wanted to point out the specific book, Essential Oils for Happy Living by Rebecca Hinsey. And she's all about self-care and affirmations, and really diving into using, the oils whatever, as a complement with all of the things. I think I just made up a new word. So that's an excellent resource. Oil Life also has some excellent resources. And so it's just fun to kind of shop around. And a lot of things are on sale right now with the holidays. For meditations, there's a free podcast from Hay House. And so you could get the Hay House Meditations podcast. Insight Timer is a very popular app. Tons and tons of meditations. Sometimes you can break it down by time or by person or by topic. I also like David G. He's a little out there, guys, but his whole thing. He's even taught um, Army and all of the military. He's taught them, what does he call it? Tactical breathing. So it's basically breathing meditation. You can put whatever name you want on there, but when you are teaching people like how to take a step back and breathe and check in and lower that stress level and release of cortisol, that's huge. So Kim, did you have anything else that you wanted to share?
No, I love these resources, and that's how I go to bed every night. Is I either listen to a meditation with AirPods, and yes, once I've fallen asleep, I do remember I have to take those out. Not sure if that interrupts the whole process, but I have to say it gives me a great night's sleep. And listening to music or to a podcast that really starts to just train the brain to stop listening to those 10,000 impulses from our day and to be quiet. One of the, there are a few steps in a sleep app that I use, which is to go through the process of, did you have a drink? Did you watch TV? Were you on your screen device before bed? Did you have your phone on? Did you have different kinds of stimuli? And then it measures your interruptions during the night. And I have found that so helpful in really monitoring my self-care for in the evening. Of getting ready for bed is a process, because when you think about how many things we do during a day, and just as we're sharing our story right now, there are lots of stories of people that deal with sleep disorders or with different stress issues that are similar to what you may be dealing with. Be sure you go on to doTERRA.com, and there are many stories that are shared as far as people that find a lot of support just in general from essential oils or through self-care practices such as meditation, yoga, journaling. But our brains need a break. When we were little, we didn't have cell phones. Some of you on the call may have had cell phones, but we didn't have all of the interruptions. I'm sure we had others, but our brains now are so wired to being wired, and you don't want to be the reason you're missing the season because you're just wired all the time. So I guess what I want to share is how special it's been to be introduced not only to the essential oils, but to the wonderful education and resources that doTERRA offers. And you may have some of those through another resource, but these are beautiful stories that can unfold, and that I'm sure you'll relate to some of them.
Yeah, that's so true, Kim. Great points. And, we do this business because we love to share and help people. And just think about just giving or introducing oils to someone you don't understand. You might really be helping someone. And that's the whole point in sharing these oils, is to really lift people up, to help them, to maybe get them out of a bad place, give them a tool that they can use safely and effectively to help them be their best. And so this is our whole point in sharing. So if you feel like you really want to share, you've had some great instances that oils have helped you or someone you love, that's what it's all about, is just to share the doTERRA love, I swear.
Yeah,
so yeah, and we are here to support. If you have any questions or whatever, we'd love to hear from you. So reach out to Kim or myself. And with that, I'm going to have we're going to wrap this up. And next week, we're going to be talking about diffusing, our last week before the Christmas holiday break. So if you're interested in diffusing, we're going to review kind of how to use a diffuser, how to care for them. It's very simple, but there's a few little things. And then favorite recipes. So if you have favorite recipes, or you're interested to know a little bit more about that, hop on. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.